We're going out on a wire on today's program. What am I talking about? Well, you just have to stick around to find out. And it's coming your way next, so don't go away. We'll be right back right after this. Hi, everybody. This is John Sholleberger coming to you from Skull Canyon Ziplines in Corona, California. Ziplining, what is it and what is it all about? Well, today's program is going to answer that question. It's a fun sport that the entire family can enjoy. We're going to speak with Yvette, the event coordinator. She's going to give us just a little bit of a background of this sport and a little bit of a history about Skull Canyon Ziplines and how long they've been here and what they do each and every day for families to provide fun for them. We're actually invited on a tour of our own. From start to finish, you're going to see the whole experience about ziplining. So we invite you to stick around as we visit today with Skull Canyon Ziplines in Corona, California. One of the first people you'll see on your visit to Skull Canyon Ziplines in Corona is Yvette. She's the event coordinator. We've asked her to stop by and take a few minutes to talk to us and just tell us what it is that she does for the facility. Yvette, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today and give the viewers at home a little bit of background on what you do and what it's all about here at Skull Canyon Ziplines.
Okay. Hi, I'm Yvette. I'm the event coordinator, and I just schedule all the appointments. I answer the phone. I try to make sure that we don't combine a bachelorette party with some Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts. We do a lot of private parties. We can make it so there's just 2 people on the tour. We do a lot of husband and wives during the week that just want to come and be alone, and then we do corporate parties midweek as well. 52 people we've done. We'll do it in the rain. Yeah, it's a good time. It's fun.
And actually, she told me as I came in today that last week during the rainy Saturday, they had a group of people come in and want to do this in the rain, correct?
Yes, they are just in California for a couple days, and they don't care about the rain. It's snowing where they're from, so a little bit of rain doesn't bother them.
An interesting point. She said that people from all over come, and not just within Southern California. People from all over the United States come to see you.
Russia, Australia, Kuwait came. It's very interesting, and everybody that comes, they're in a really good mood. They're just happy to be outdoors, and nobody really knows much about ziplining, it seems, so everyone's just trying to do it here before they go on vacation and book it. It seems like it's real expensive when you go on vacation, so they're kind of just testing the waters just to make sure that they want to do it and spend their money on it.
See, and that was my point when I came up here. I said this is an awesome place to get acclimated with it, and if you feel comfortable with ziplining, you can do it anywhere else in the world. Yvette, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us, and we're going to go ahead and after we talk with Pete, we're going to go ahead and get started with the tour, and we're looking forward to doing that.
Cool. Good stuff. Thanks.
Thank you. Enjoying the sunshine and the fun today at Skull Canyon Ziplines in Corona is Jacqueline, and we're going to let her give her story and her experience about ziplining and how much fun it is for her, and we wanted her to give her story in her own words. Jacqueline, thank you so much for joining us today, and just tell us how long you've been doing this and what it's all about.
This is actually one of my very first time here at Skull Canyon. It looks very fun for me. I went ziplining in Vegas, and that was different, and hopefully this will be very, very fun.
So the first time you did ziplining was in Las Vegas, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So when you did that, were you a little reluctant at first to do that experience, or did you just jump right into it?
I just jumped right into it because I love doing different stuff. My family says I'm the daredevil of the family.
But that's the way to be. That's the way to have fun, is just to get in there, do it, and once you do it again because you're over the fear.
Yeah, exactly.
You're here with your family today, correct?
Yes, I am.
So this is your first visit here, and now to calm the fears of some of the other people that might be watching this, what would you give them to encourage them about coming out and enjoying a day out here?
It's always good to face your fears. Never like step back and be like, no, I'm too scared to do it. It's always fun to try something new and get out of your bubble.
I agree. Well said. Thank you so much for joining us today, and you have a very good day here at Skull Canyon Ziplines.
Thank you very much.
We just ran into a couple of cool guys that just came off the extreme line, and I'm going to introduce them to you now, and I'm going to let them tell you about the experience they just had. Joining us now is
Avery and Carl.
You guys just came off the extreme line. Tell us about it.
Well, the Extreme 3, it's only really good if you're heavier, so we went fast at the beginning, but we slowed up at the end, and it was a really exhilarating experience at the beginning.
That's cool. And how about you?
I had to have all the extra weight. Wait, 1 second. Oh, it came off.
Okay. But there, you had to have the extra weight so that way everything would even out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been doing ziplining?
Well, we did it last year, but we don't really do ziplining that frequently.
Okay. So whenever you get a chance to come out, you really look forward to doing it.
Yeah, it's very fun.
It's fun. How about you?
I like it.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for taking time to talk to us, and have a good day.
You're welcome. Bye. Bye.
Skull Canyon Ziplines in Corona does have a history, and with us now is Pete Liston. He's co-owner of this facility, and I wanted to take a minute of his time, let him give you a little bit of a background of how this all came about and how much fun it is, which we've seen so far today on the show. Pete, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us, and just give us a little bit of how did this come about?
Well, actually, I was down in Costa Rica. I'm in the nursery business, another job that I do. So I was invited to go to Costa Rica. I seen all the zip lines down there. Didn't pay much attention to it. Came back here and took a look at our hills. And well, you know what? We have the right topography to put in some zip lines. And that's kind of how we really came up with the idea.
You know, and that's pretty insightful to find that type of a use for something like this, because most people just don't know what to do. That was a genius move on your part.
Yeah, we lucked out on that one. Sometimes you fall into something.
Now, there's some restrictions and regulations and all that kind of a thing that you have to adhere to and abide by. So, give a little bit of a background to the viewers at home about some of the things that you have to make sure of for safety as far as ziplining goes.
Well, for safety, we are governed by the ACCT. It's called the Association for Challenge Course Technology. And they come out twice a year and inspect the course, inspect our harnesses, and us, and everybody that works here has to be certified in course rescue, and then all of our equipment is checked by them also.
So that should take any of the hesitation out about your family coming out to and enjoying this wonderful facility. I've done it myself, and they take all the worry out of it. They say, well, they want you to just come out and enjoy it. So how long have you been in business now here?
We opened November of 2009.
And from what Yvette tells us, you've had a lot of people from all over the world come by, actually, and enjoy this facility.
Yeah, I think from all parts of the world at this point. Every state in the nation so far. So, yeah.
So this is great. So from an idea to a reality, that's what this came to, and we just wanted to just take a minute every time and let the people at home know how this all came about. Pete, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to taking our tour.
All right, let's go do a tour. All right.
Thank you. I look like an alien from another planet at this moment, but with this thing on my head. But what this is the GoCam, and what I wanted to do with this is when I'm doing the line going from station to station, I wanted you to get the full effect. So they've hooked me up with this cam, and this way you can get the whole experience, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm harnessed up. I got my GoCam on. I'm ready to start my adventure. Joining us now are my tour guides. This is Taylor.
Hi.
And Isabel. Hi.
Isabel. And they're gonna be our personal guides today on each and every one of the stations. And I just wanted to give them an opportunity to tell how long they've been with Skull Canyon and how much fun it is for them. We'll start with you, Isabel. How long have you been here now?
About a year now.
So, how did you find out about this, and what gave you the interest in coming here and being a part of this?
My family actually knows the owners, and they said they needed tall girls to come out and help with the zip lines, and I'm a tall girl, so.
And this is great because this way you can see it's not just for a guy thing, it's everybody. Both men and women can enjoy this sport and be a part of helping people keep it safe. And Taylor, how long have you been out here now?
I've been here about a year and a few months, actually.
So how do you like it so far?
I love it. It's an awesome job.
You get to be outside and do something fun and get paid for it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I love to be outside and get exercise, and yeah, it's great for Southern California.
Perfectly said. Our life in Southern California. Well, with that, we're going to hop on the truck over here, and we're going to get our day started. But I think before we do that, we're going to do the bunny line, right?
Yes.
The bunny line is what you have to start there to see how you like it.
Yeah, we're going to check all of your equipment, make sure everything's running right, and make sure you feel safe.
All right, we're going to go on to our next stop. Okay, our first stop is the bunny line, and Taylor's going to just give us a little bit of a background of why they have this set up and what it's all about.
Yeah, this bunny line is actually to give you an example of what you're going to experience up on the mountain, and we're also going to check your trolley, your lanyard, and your harness, make sure everything's ready and functional for the mountain, and then after this, we're going to hop in the truck and go back up there to the top.
The trolley. This is what it is. All right, we'll go ahead and do that.
All right. So, really quick, we're going to be flying down this bunny zip. You want to just make sure your hands are in a nice spot, not going up and touching the cable anytime. The cable is really dangerous. Also, you want to keep your feet up on our landing and make sure you're tucked in. If you're coming in sideways or backwards, the same thing. Just keep them tucked in. And also, just trust us. Make sure that you don't put your feet down on the landing. You're going to see that pole getting closer and closer, and you don't want to drag your feet down and maybe hurt an ankle or anything.
I remembered that from the last time I came. If I'm coming in sideways, I'm going to lift up my leg, both legs one way. If I'm coming in straight, I'm going to have them both sticking straight out.
Exactly, yeah, that's it.
And he just reminded me about something. I got to make sure I got my gloves on.
Yes, you need to make sure you have gloves on.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead on this one too before, and I'm going to fire up the GoPro for you, just kind of show you what it makes a beep. Top button, you can even put your finger up here. This top one, that is the on-off button on this thing, okay? Press it once. You hear it?
Just press
it.
once?
Press it. There it is. And you are filming. Okay. First thing you got is me. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration first on how to make the GoPro work. Okay. Once you sit down in this harness, you know what you're going to see on that GoPro?
What's that?
Yellow.
Ah, okay.
Put your head over to the side a little bit, or all you're going to get is a pair of lanyards.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a seat.
Right.
Sit all the way down.
Okay.
Okay.
And lean and do a little lean like that.
Lean back if you can.
Okay.
Seat up and out.
Okay. All right. Ready? Yep. All right. Here we go. All right. Tippy toes. Turn it off. Yeah, okay. In order to get to the first station, we have to get up to the switchback, and so this truck that we're on right now will take you up to that switchback, and then once we do that, we're just going to do a little bit of hiking, and then we'll get to that first station, right?
Yep, exactly. We're going to hike up about 10 minutes, and we'll get to our first line.
We're ready to roll. We're at the switchback now. And we have some warnings here, or some things we need to be aware of.
Yeah, before we start the hike, just wanted to warn you, this is snake season, so we may see a rattlesnake today, or a king snake, or any snakes like that. So just keep your eyes out, and we'll make sure to take care of you guys.
Okay. So then after that, there's another visitor that is up here quite a ways up the switchback, and we've talked about him. And who might that be?
Henry?
Henry, tell the people at home who Henry is.
Henry is our mascot, and he's waiting for us up on the mountain, and he's kind of stuck there. He doesn't get to zip, so we'll tell you more about him when we get there.
All right, off we go on our next stop.
This is our friend in the neighborhood there.
All right, go smoking. Stay on the trail. Just as you head up the switchback to go to the first station is an interesting little pond here, and I wanted Isabel to tell you all about that.
This right here is our natural spring. It was actually discovered by some of the people who had the property here before, when there was a chicken ranch. And they dug back here and hit a water table, and now there's 5 gallons a minute all year round, and the water just comes out here regardless of the weather.
And that water, it may look beautiful, but you can't drink that water.
Actually, they just had it tested, and we can actually make beer out of it.
Wow! Hiking and beer.
Yeah, it's a Skull Canyon IPA.
All right, we're going on to the first station. There's a permanent resident here in Skull Canyon. Night or day, rain or shine, always here to greet the guests, and I wanted Pete to tell you about this gentleman right over here.
Yeah, we call him Henry. That's our Indian head rock. If If you take a look, there's a silhouette of an Indian head up there. He's facing up against the canyon. The name Henry came about because the first person who ever trained us out here in course rescue, his name was Henry. He happened to be an Indian fellow. So as we did this course about 20 times in one day, the joke became that that's Henry. So Henry has lived on, and he is still Henry to this day. So I don't know if you can show the viewers, show up there, and you see the Indian head silhouette in there? You can kind of see his lips down low, eye up a little bit higher. And if you look down a little bit lower, he's got a teardrop. See the teardrop hanging there?
Oh, yes,
yeah. Do you know what the teardrop is? Has a teardrop?
I don't know, but I'm sure he'll tell us.
Yeah. Well, he actually forgot his trolley, and he don't get to go with us, so...
He's got to oversee the safety of everybody out there on their tours. So, all right, we wanted to stop by and introduce Henry and say thanks to him for overseeing everybody's safety on these tours.
Correct. All right, we must continue on. Break time's over. Let's go.
Okay, I'm at I'm at the first station, and this is the first line I'm going to ride. Taylor's going to tell us what he and Isabel do for people when they come here. One's going to be here, and then they're going to go to the other side, so that way there's somebody there to meet you, but then there's somebody there to send you off on your first journey, right?
Yes, we're going to have someone hooking up, making sure everything's secure, and sending, and we're also going to have one of us down there catching, pulling off the cable, giving your trolley back, and just making sure everyone's safe down there.
And I'm going to turn on the Go Cam.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to get this first one started.
All right, sounds good.
Go ahead.
All right, well, I'll catch you guys down there,
All right.
Oh, and you are filming as well. Woo!
All right, Go Cam in place. I'm gonna get secure, and then off I go to the other side. This is gonna be great.
Tippy toes for me.
It doesn't pay to be short, but that's what I am.
We don't discriminate.
All right. Now, before I take off on this on the line, I have to make sure to get a decent little bit of a running start, right?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Now, what these are is they're for steering, essentially, to try to keep you straight, or just try to give you a little bit more control.
Yeah, if you use this back one, kind of like a rudder, you can stay straight. And one of the best tips I can give you is to lean back as far as you can.
Okay.
And then you can use this blue lanyard right here.
Okay.
And just kind of little taps back and forth, and that should keep you relatively straight.
All right, I am ready to go. So I just get a little bit of a running start, and off I go, right?
Yep.
All right, here I go. Woohoo! I didn't plan on going this way. All right.
How was it?
It was great.
All right, you want to stand up?
All right.
Awesome. Is your adrenaline going?
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty cool.
Let me lift you back up.
Just before we started our tour, we talked briefly about safety, and I wanted Pete to talk about right here about what they have to do to make sure that these lines are secure.
Well, this is actually our original line right here. This is the first one we ever put in. We started out just putting a cable around the rock to a tractor down below, and that's when we figured out what really had to happen. So we actually had to have this rock here engineered by Caltrans. Caltrans came out and made sure this rock wasn't going anywhere. And then we had to drill the rock in several places and put in an actual ground anchor to secure that we could actually zip off of a rock.
Now, you talk about weight and all that kind of, somebody had mentioned to me before on the tour there's like how much pressure or whatever like that is that it can withstand.
Well, the cable on this is half-inch cable. It's rated for about 24,000 pounds. But on this line, there's roughly about 2,000 pounds of tension on the line. That's how tight the cable is. And that each cable, it'll vary depending on how long the zip is. 2,000 pounds here, up top you're running about 10,000 pounds of tension.
Safety first. This way you feel a lot more secure when you come out and enjoy a day here at Skull Canyon Ziplines. We're going on to our next stop. You like to encourage people to do something specific and give them an idea of what that is.
Yeah, we like our guests to help us trim our trees. So as you kind of go through here, there's trees on each side, and We kind of do like a little game, 10 points per leaf. Winner gets bragging rights for the rest of the day.
See, since I'm such a big chicken, I'm just going to hang on to this thing and just sail right through those trees.
All right, well, I'm going to try and grab a leaf.
Okay. I think she got one.
Make sure you're tight. Check you again. All right, now you gotta wait for the clear.
See if he gets any points.
Now, if I try to grab a leaf, I'm going to start spinning all over the place.
All right, you're all good to
We
go.
are clear, and off we go. Well, no leaf, but I'm shaking like a leaf. But that's the fun of it. Isabel's going to give us a little bit of information about this line in particular.
This is our number 5. It's the fastest line on this course. It's also our Hawaiian line. If you guys take a look down at the landing, it's a little oasis we've set up. We got palm trees, tiki, surfboards, all that. So we're flying from California to Hawaii. So we make sure that everybody gives us a big aloha on their way in.
Wow, a free trip to Hawaii right there in my own backyard. I can't wait. We'll join you at the other side.
All right.
Aloha.
All right, now I'm taking off from California, and I'm going to Hawaii right now. Is this the big island over there?
Yeah, it's actually a little island, a
Okay.
little small one.
All right, then
But have fun.
but it's Maui, so aloha.
Aloha, yeah.
All right. Now I want to try to steer this thing better to get a better idea, but I can't.
All right. Aloha.
They like their jobs.
Well, you're going to send me from Hawaii to Japan
Yes, sir.
right now. But what do I have to do when I go off this thing? What do I got to say?
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
All the
All
way.
right. Let me know when I'm ready.
You're ready to go?
All right. Bonsai! I want to see if I can do this all the way straight. All right. It only took me all tour to get it straight. They've talked me into it. I'm going on the extreme line that we talked about just before I left the Aloha station and to go on to the other ones from Japan. So Taylor's going to tell us, how do I get ready for that?
Yeah, we're actually going to give you a shorter lanyard so you can reach the handles on your trolley. You're going to be coming in about 45 miles an hour, so we want to give you some handles to hold on to. That's going to be an awesome line. That one's about 1,700 feet long, and you're about 12 feet off the ground. So definitely a good speed run.
45 miles an hour, right? What into a pole?
Right into your landing, a nice soft landing.
All right, that of course, it's all safe. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, so off I go.
All right, let's do it.
Here I go, 1,700 feet of cable at 45 miles an hour. Don't think I'm not going to hang on to the cables. Or the handles, I should say. All right, I'm going to position myself here
Alrighty.
and go this way.
Ready to
And,
go. So if you want, just grab onto those handlebars.
Okay.
And just take a run and start off.
All right. Here I go. Woo-hoo! Oh, this is great.
right. Hold on to our rail. All right.
What an adrenaline rush I've had today. This has been a great visit at Skull Canyon Ziplines in Corona. And they do have a website that I'd like to mention. It's www.skullcanyons.com. Visit their website, and it has all the information that you need to bring your family out for a safe and fun-filled day. So I wanted to wrap up the show with the people that helped make this visit possible. So on behalf of
Mike.
Pete.
Yvette.
Taylor.
Isabel.
and I'm John Sholleberger. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next time.